Hello and a very good afternoon to all our viewers tuned in. You're with Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, ThePapare.com. We bring you live action from the final week of the 2019-2020 Dialog Rugby League, and it's the first clash between last year's plate finalist Police Sports Club and Army Sports Club. It was in the same venue, Welisara, and Police Sports Club managed to get the upper hand, but it's a new year, it's a new league, and it's a new day. Both teams looking to be in top form, but especially Police Sports Club, because they've been able to beat some of the top teams in this Dialog Rugby League. But on the other hand, Army Sports Club, they're coming to this week with another loss in their belt, but Police, of course, with a win, beating Air Force last week. So it's gonna be an important clash, and Police Sports Club pretty confident and looking good on paper and favorites to win this game, but you'll never know until the final minute. We clearly saw what happened last week to Army Sports Club. Till the 80th minute they were on top, but unfortunately for them, in the 81st minute came out to lose that game after Chathuri Seniviratna's heroics in that game in the dying embers. But Police Sports Club, of course, they are a very capable team. They know how to manage their lead, especially with the back line, and this is a really good forecast for them. 30 degrees the temperature, it can go down to 27, so we won't make a big difference, but the wind, a main factor, blowing towards the east rather, at 12 kilometers per hour, and it's mostly sunny. So good signs for Police Sports Club, because their backline needs this kind of weather to unleash themselves and outrun and outpace their opponents. So it's gonna be a tough clash, and you make sure you stay logged to ThePapare.com, because we will bring you live and exclusive action after this commercial break.
වෙඩින් එකට තාම හොටෙල් එකවත් බුක් කරලා නැහැනේ.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම් සුදු.
අලු සීට් එකක් දැම්ම නම් නරකයි.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම්. දෙකින්
ගන්න ඕනේ. Whatever the need, Ceylon personal loan will be ready for you in just 2 days.
Ceylon personal loan? කිව්වා වගේම වැඩ.
Ceylon Bank, the bank with a heart.
අලු සීට් එකක් දැම්ම නම් නරකයි.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම්.
සර්ගේ පේමන්ට් එක සෙටල් කරන්න තියෙනවා.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම්.
දෙකෙන් දෙන්න නම් දෙකෙන් ගන්න ඕනේ. Whatever the need, Ceylon personal loan will be ready for you in just 2 days.
Ceylon personal loan? කිව්වා වගේම වැඩ.
Ceylon Bank, the bank with a heart.
2020 action at 7. Buckle up, because this ride is going to get a lot rougher. With the meanest action comes the biggest blockbusters.
World ain't saving itself. Get set to witness the first-time champions, 7-time champion, and the 23-time Grand Slam champion. Witness all the sets and a few setbacks. Witness this and witness that, and definitely not that. Witness the one in this generation and the ones in the next. Witness the crowd pleases, the crowd teases, the drop shots, hot shots, and the big shots. Witness the Australian Open and witness the greatness unfold. Only on Sony 10.2 and Sony 6.
Flicks for All, now in your language. Your favorite movies now come in your preferred language. Now you have the option to choose between English, Hindi, Tamil, and Telugu.
क्या बात कर रहे हो?
Discipline is a skill one must master.
Your focus needs more focus.
And with it takes a master to train the Karate Kid. Late night flicks. When the sun goes down,
You don't understand.
the stars awaken to take you on thrill-seeking journeys. Flick's first Indian television premieres. The quest to save a life is never a simple one.
Lock it down. No one in, no one out.
Watch heroes take the wheel in Marine 6 Close Quarters. Premiering only on Anflix.
You left without saying goodbye. We're practically family. You think you could just take what's mine? And I wouldn't come a hunting?
Bad Times at the El Royale, 19th January, Sunday, 1 p.m. and 9 p.m. on Star Movies' first time on television.
Welcome to God of War.
I want to show you some quality gameplay.
You have one chance to beat it. What? It's intense, man. It's had a rough day.
Wow, we're in the middle of the map.
Mission successful.
Connor's coming back this year. This is obviously a fight that is very important to him.
We will all witness a piece of UFC history. The King is back.
This is the perfect fight for Connor to come back for.
I'm the best of the best, and this is my stress, and I make no apologies. I don't follow the leader. Instead, the leaders, they follow me. I'm a boss.
McGregor versus Cerrone, live and exclusive on Sony 10.2 and Sony 10.3. UFC as real as it gets.
We need to have a talk.
Young Sheldon returns January 10th on Warner TV.
This is my favorite part. Suit up.
Arrow returns in Crisis on Infinite Earths, January 15th on Warner TV.
Leaving so soon?
Supergirl returns January 20th on Warner TV.
Here's where the fun begins.
The Flash returns February 5th.
I'll see you when you get back.
On Warner TV.
ක්‍රීඩාවා සම්බන්ධ කතන්දර දැනගෙන හිටියට විතරක් මදි. ඒවා ලෝකෙටම ඇහෙන්න කියන්න පුළුවන් ක්‍රමයක් ගැනයි මේ කියන්නේ. නිකම්ම නෙමෙයි, මුදල් උපයන්නත් පුළුවන්. ක්‍රීඩාව ගැන රසකතා දන්නවා නම් ඒවා නිර්මාණශීලීව රූප මාධ්‍යයෙන් ඉදිරිපත් කරන්න පුළුවන් නම් කතා කරන්න අපට 0777 822 777 නැත්නම් ඊමේල් කරන්න careers@thepapare.com. ThePapare.com ක්‍රීඩාවට හදවතින්ම.
Welcome back to Sri Lanka's number one sports club, the www.thepapare.com. It's Army taking on Police Sports Club here at the Welisara Navy base.
Army hosting the home team, although they play at Welisara. This was the last week results. Air Force Police managed to beat 36 points to 15. It was a tough start for both teams at halftime, but however, Police going away at the end. And then Navy, what a match it was against Army. Army was leading with two converted tries. Navy needed 2 converted tries in the last 5 minutes, and they came back from behind to win it. And CHNFC Candy demolishing the CHNFC after being down by 8-0 at Racecourse and Havelock Sports Club versus CRNFC. It was a tough game, and it finished 30-22 in favor of Havelocks. CR were unbeaten until they met Candy, and 2 losses on the trot as it went for them. And the points table as it stands, Candy still unbeaten, 35 points. And joining in commentary is Yushra and Lantra. Is the points table, Candy still unbeaten, Yushra and Havelock Sports Club 28 points. Police followed by 25 points, and Police beating Havelocks early on. And CRNFC 2 losses, 22 points. Navy 14, just 2 wins under their belt.
Yes, Kavint, and like you were stating, Police Sports Club, like I said earlier, have come a long way from where they were in the past few leagues. This time around, at the end of the first round and the first game in their final week, they're on the 3rd place, so just behind the top 2 clubs in the country, Candy Sports Club and Havelock Sports Club. So kudos to Police for pulling off a tremendous job, remarkable feat for them this year around. But CRNFC trailing behind them with 22 points, and then comes Navy with 14. Army Sports Club, who's on 6th with 11 points. They've been quite disappointing this year so far, because we actually saw what they can do last year, especially at Nittavela when they beat Candy Sports Club in that dying moments at Nittavela. So they're a team of that caliber. But nevertheless, CHNFC trailing behind them 10 points. Another team with real potential, but unfortunately for them, they're not able to gel as a team, which is the main reason they are lying there in 7th place with 10 points. And the Air Force Sports Club played 6, lost 6. So unfortunately for them, the bottom of the table is where they will be with just 2 points. So that's how the points table goes so far as this first round is concerned.
And the highest try scorers for the season, Janadil Dilshan, the sensational player of 2017, that unbeaten Royal team, playing for CRNFC the 2nd season, 6 tries under his belt. He is currently leading the pack with 6 tries for CR. And the highest point scorer, Riza Mubarak, what a player he has been throughout the seasons, 58 points for him. Played most of his rugby, started the career at CR and then moved to Havelocks, and then he's switched back to CRNFC.
Yeah, Kavin, but although CR has the top performance, the top try scorer and point scorer, they've not been able to show what they can really do as one unit. But nevertheless, 2 great players, Janu Dilshan and Riza Mubarak. But on the other side, we have Air Force Sports Club hosting CHNFC at Ratmalana. So that game will turn out to be a clash between the table, bottom of the table clash between Air Force and CH. So I think so far CH might have the upper hand going into that game, but you never know. Air Force is a totally different side at Ratmalana.
Yeah, CHNFC had played really well throughout, and this was when these 2 teams met last time. Muzi Universa was a game to watch.
Definitely, it was a really good game, coming especially a brilliant performance by the police backs, and it was basically a clash between the police backs and the army forwards. So that's the same thing we are gonna see today, because the Army Sports Club forwards will have a tough time with these police backs. This is just an example of what they can do.
And Mozi Vanivosa was brilliant this season as well. This was how last time it finished, and Gian Silva
Let's
being
take a look.
injured and not playing today.
Let's take a look at the team cards covering Army Sports Club. We have Ranjan Jayaratna, Arvind Karunaratna and Shehan Silva in that front row. Nalka Maduranga, Nalan Premanath, Manoj Vikramarathi, Upul Abhiratna, the former skipper, and Chamira Silva, the number 8. So all these players, elusive players to form that 8-man pack. And then Chamath Fernando, our last week's player of the match, will combine with Ashan Bandara for that 9-10 combination. Sudhar Gadikumbar will make it to the starting lineup. He had a good game last week, although he came in the final 20 minutes. He will be there with Tomosika Kausau and Tusita Sena Naik, another former skipper of Army Sports Club. Danushka Talwat and Sachin Gamage will complete the 15 for Army Sports Club, which they have a tough task ahead of them with these police backs.
And the replacements: Dilip, Shanaga, Dammika, Vinod, Isuru, Lahiru and Madhushankar forming with Manjula for Army. And taking a look at the sport police team card, Lahiru Pavitra, Rasit Silva and Danushka Idrisuriya forming that front row. Adish Andumpatirana, the former Thomian, and Mohan Vimlaratna, experience, forming the lock combinations. Uday Sanjula and Vagisha Veerasinghe forming the flankers, and Moomar Dean, the former Zaira number 8, at playing as is in his usual position, the number 8, Primesh Danushka, and Nalin Kumara at fly half. Sujan Kodituakku, Emozi Vanivos and Vihanga Piyoduru forming the center combination. Sajid Silva and Suranga Kasun will play at the fullback position. Lot of new faces for police: Amjad, Hashan, Kavinder, Rukshan, Diyat Fernando, Nipun Yasojana, Kasun, and Shan Akila. Lot of school players who played for their respective schools last year playing for police.
Definitely, Kavind. A lot of changes in this police outfit. I don't know if it's injury, so I don't know if they are quite overconfident, but nevertheless, Priyantha Gunaratna will officiate this match. Senior referee will be assisted by Gihan Yadavara and Gihan Kav in the touchlines. But going back to the team card, Police Sports Club, of course, losing some key players: Hiroshan Silva, Janit Chandimal, and some of the top performers in this league. Coach Asanka Rodrigo has opted to leave them out and put in some new faces. So we'll have to just wait and see how it goes. But Nalin Kumar is all set to kickstart this game from right to left. It's gonna be a tough clash coming for sure.
And police, as you correctly said, they're resting some of their big names. Udara Surya Peruma, one of them. And Nalin Kumar with a good deep kick right inside the 22 meters, falls into the hands of the fullback Sachin Gamage, kicks it out on the full, just inside the 50 meters, inside the 40 meter mark. So it will be a line out in favor of police. Early position given for police. It will be interesting to see what they will do from this line out. They have a lethal back line rather.
Yeah, Kavinta, early possession for them from a good demanding position. They're not really bad from the set pieces, even from the line outs. Their forwards, really capable bunch. Lairu Pavitra with the throw in.
Yes, police Wagisha collecting. Long line out. Adish Anumpadana right. Alright, he has Rasit Silva. Sends the ball out. He has numbers on the outside. Emozi Univosa opts for the pass, but he's been bundled. Good defense from Army. Anum Patirana into contact. Opts to go through the fringe is Sachit Silva wearing that number 14 jersey. He has Lahidu. Police early on position. Nalin Kumar playing as the fly up. A lovely cutout pass from Emozi Vanivosa, gives it out to his wing 3/4. Good counter rucking coming in, but advantage being played in favor of police.
Yeah, he was off his feet. That Army player just couldn't support his body weight And rightfully so, Police Sports Club winning themselves a penalty. So good passage of play early on, but equally well defended by Army Sports Club. They've studied this Police backline really well. They have more numbers in the backline, especially with Tomosi in that number 12 position. So they are up for a challenge. They know what's coming at them. But this Police Sports Club, they can just snipe through even the slightest gap, especially Vunivosa. You see him now, the next second he'll be through you. That's how good they are. But another line out now in favor of Police. Not clean this time.
Collected by Army. Possession turned over. Advantage given away by Police. Here's the ball out wide to Sachin Gamage, who puts the ball just outside the 22 meter. Or right on that 22 meter line. So another line out in favor of Police Sports Club. They've had all the possession. This is not what we saw last time when Army played Navy. Those first 15-20 minutes, Army was really pressuring the Navy defense. But this time around, it's Police who's had all the possession.
Lairu Pavitra waiting for that this time around, taken cleanly.
And forms the rolling ball. Here's Police charging forward. Advantage being played in favor of Police. Adesha Hadum Padarana. Good defense from Amin. Rasid Silva will surely look to go through the fingers, suck in a few defenders. Primesh Danushka to Nalin. Yes, one was a lovely inside ball to Sachit Silva, but he's been tackled well. Yes, numbers on the outside. Sachit Silva to the corner, and that will be the first try. Beautiful work from the little scrum half. He had numbers on the outside. Danushka Primesh, he knew there was an overlap, and Sachit Silva, all he had to do was just sprint through to the line.
But it all started when Vunivosa put that inside pass to Sujan Kodituaka, who just tried to snipe through but was grabbed by his leg, and Primesh Danushka knew not to kill the momentum. He kept on going, kept that same momentum and the tempo of the team, and eventually Sajid Silva saw his team through with a wonderful try in the corner. So drawing first blood, Police Sports Club takes the lead with 5 minutes on the clock, and Nalin Kumara making it to the starting lineup and also taking on kicking duties. So let's see if he could prove himself and make this a continuous task for him to make it to the starting lineup.
Lions kick up and right through the edge goes the conversion, so it'll be 7 points to nil. Nalin Kumar just pinches through that left upright. So a good start for Police. They've kept all the possession in the first 5 minutes. Army under a lot of pressure. First the rolling ball set up, and then a lovely inside ball from Univosa.
What's actually working is, Kevin, they're making it count whenever they come to the opposition territory. They're going back with points. They've been consistent with that throughout the league, and I think that's what's put them to that third position in the league.
A lovely high hanging kick from, here's Adusha taking the ball into contact. Danushka Primesh, he'll put it to Nalin Kumara, who puts another up and under. Sudaraka Dikkumbura in that corner. Ashan Bandara opts for the grabber. Here's Sachit Silva again. Primesh taken into contact. Lovely offload. Beautiful stuff from Police. They're running all over the Army defense. Here's Rashid Silva to Nalin Kumara. Sending the ball out wide. to Sujan Goduakku. Finally taken inside the 22 meters. Beautiful cutout pass from the center Rasid Silva to Adi Shahandum Padirana. Still possession is with the police. Here's another good pass from Vani. Was a lovely cutout pass yet again. Cuts back in. Uday Sanjula takes the ball into contact. Danushka Primesh. He will use the forwards. Ball has been knocked backwards. So possession still with police. Danushka Primesh now sends the ball out wide. Not a very good pass. Rasid Silva takes the ball. Not a good pass that time around. We've seen a couple of lovely cutout passes, but
what the hell
couple have not gone back as well. Here's Sachit Silva yet again. Cuts back in and goes through. Sends the ball out wide. Should have kept the ball. And Sachit Silva seems to have landed on his shoulder as well in the process.
But Kavint, talking about that passage of play, although they had so many wayward passes, they managed to keep possession. But the intentions were right. Keep the ball alive, play to your pace, keep the momentum going. But just too many mistakes, too many wayward passes. Sachit Silva tried to spark something up. Good attempt to offload, but I think if Mohan Vimalratne positioned himself better, that would have ended up in another try.
He slightly overran the pass of Sachit Silva. Sachit Silva was running at pace. Taken down. There were lovely couple of cutout passes from Vanivosa and Nalin Kumar, but then again they went for too many. And the penalty being put into touch, so it will be a line out inside the 22 meters for police yet again.
Another line out.
With the line out. This time overthrown, collected by Lupul Laberatna. A lovely offload to his opposite flanker. Yes, Chamat Fernando. Good pressure from police. Chamat Fernando puts the ball to boot. Kasun Suranga under it. And the penalty for offside. So it will be a free kick in favor of a penalty for Army rather. Good call by referee Priyanta Gunaratna. For the first time in the game, Army with an opportunity to get into that police.
But he doesn't find touch, KK. And now an opportunity to counter attack. Nalin Kumar going straight into contact.
Danushka Primesh. The ball has been turned over by Army. Beautiful work from the forwards. A lovely cutout pass, but intercepted. Sachit Silva to the line. Sachit Silva sprints over and goes over for the try. Curves back it right under the posts. Beautiful work from Sachit Silva.
Talk about that timing for an intercept. Wonderfully done there, but the referee wants to have a word with his assistant. No problem, says Gihan, and Gunaratna will award the try under the post. Brilliant work by Sachit Silva. Timed that to perfection.
The pass wasn't perfect. He timed the jump and the collection to perfection. Here
Take
you
another
go.
look at that.
Ashan Bandara.
He just didn't see Sachit Silva. He didn't expect him to come at that pace. But what brilliance there by Silva, showing his skills, came in at pace. It's really tough to collect the ball when you come in that fast, Kavin, but he did so.
And that last step to Sachin Gamage, he slowed in pace and then put that goose step and was over, curved back in right under the post. So it's 14 points to nil. The opposite of what happened last week when Army played Navy.
Yes, they scored 3 tries in the first 15 minutes, but this week around, Police Sports Club getting the better of them. So 11 minutes on our clock and Police already 14 points up.
And we've not seen much of Sudaraka Dikkumbara. He's hardly had any ball. Upula Beratna.
His team has hardly had any ball, Kavinta.
And all started from that penalty which wasn't put out. Danushka Primesh doesn't manage to find touch right from inside the 22. Here Sachin Gamage tries the steps past 2 and 3, takes the ball into contact. A lovely overflow to Abhay Ratna. And the ball has been turned over. Good stuff from Vagisha Veerasinghe. Vagisha Veerasinghe securing that turnover right over the ball. Nalin Kumara will surely put this into touch. A good touch point as well, right inside the opposition half.
Nalin Kumara raising his hand up, Kavint, looking to be good with his boot. So far in the weeks that in the opportunities he got, he couldn't perform much. But today, starting in this first 15, it's turning out to be a good day for the lad.
Lahiru Pavitra with another throw in. Knocked on by this little scrum half, Dinesh.
But it's penalized because he knocked it on and Mohan Vimaratna corrected it from in front of him. So rightfully so penalized, and now Tomasi can put his team in a good position.
I think that's the first time Tomasi even touched the ball for today.
The Sri Lanka Cricket Invitation T20 tournament. You can catch the final live on ThePapare.com on 21st of January at the SSC ground. So make sure you keep the date locked, keep the time locked, and stay logged to ThePapare.com for that brilliant clash.
With a throw in, and here's Ashan Bandara to his forwards. A lovely inside ball. First time Army has seen some good ball. Chamath Fernando to Ashan Bandara, trying to go through the middle. Lovely inside ball, but it was a collar tackle. Surely it will be a penalty. Advantage being played. Chamath Fernando could have gone, and yellow card shown to Emozi Vanivosa. It was certainly a collar tackle and deserved to be carded there. Referee Priyantha Gunaratna having no second thoughts. 14 points to nil. Army with a really good opportunity here.
But this is going to be a big blow for Police Sports Club, losing their key player. This was that infringement there. Grabbed him by the collar and then just tried to tackle him down with a seatbelt tackle, we call it now. But the numerical advantage is going to be key for Army Sports Club.
Aravinda Karunaratna with the throw in, and they will form the rolling maul. Police not depleted with the forwards, but only with the back. Here's Chamath Fernando sending it out to Ashan Bandara. Lovely pass out, and still going is the number 13. That is Danushka Talwat. Danushka Talwat going under the posts, and that will be the first try coming in.
Brilliant work there by the soldiers, especially with Ashan Bandar. He foxed that defense line, showed and just popped a pass to Talwat. faked it really well. Forced that gap. This was it. He caught Nalin Kumar off guard and created the space for Talwata to just squeeze through and score that first try, drawing first blood for Army Sports Club. So far in the 16 minutes that was Kavint, we've seen 3 brilliant tries. So this game might turn out to be a high scoring game.
Yeah, the game has really opened up since that yellow card, and Chamat Fernando puts it through. So it's 14 points to 7 with an extra advantage for Army. Police being yellow carded Emo Vunivosa. That's a big loss. Danushka Gantwat hit that gap where Vunivosa was missing in action. Left hand gap open. Here's the replay.
Yeah, you were right. If Vunivosa was there, he'd have covered that channel. But well spotted by Ashan Bandar and his teammate to hit the loose gaps, the weak gaps, and score the try. Nevertheless, with the restart now, Police.
Here's Ami Upula Beratna taking the ball into contact. Ball available for Chamat Fernando. Here's Army. Some good phases put in by the forwards. Chamat Fernando puts the ball. Here's the ball being booted forward. Tomosi Kauso, and he will go for the try. Beautiful work from Army. And the try has been awarded. Beautiful work. Army, loose ball collected. Tomosi Kauso going over for the second try. The second try in the absence of Emo Vunivosa.
So from that you can tell what a vital cog he plays in this Police field. But Kavin, I would like to go back to the try where he kicked. He looked to be in front a bit.
I think he was in an offside position. Tusi Senanayaka, he was reading the game really well. And Tomosi Kauso.
Let's take another look at that a bit slowly.
The conversion, Chamat Fernando. Chamat Fernando lining the conversion. We all thought the runner was in front of the kicker.
But we'll have to take another closer look, Kavint, after this conversion.
Chamat Fernando puts it through. 14 points all. And then we'll take a quick replay of that. And we've taken
slow,
just in line of that. It was right in line. Good spot from there.
If we can see it once more, it would be really slow. We could tell properly, Kavint.
There you go. He was in line, just in line. Good spot from there. He was well within its right to collect that. He wasn't. However, he wasn't the.
He is the one who played. He tapped it back, Kavint, and that's how Tomasi managed to collect it. So it's all tied up here, neck to neck at Welisara in the 20th minute. 14 points all. So we're back to square one.
And advantage in favor of Army. Emo Vunivosa is still in that note chair.
Also, if you haven't followed or subscribed ThePapare.com on YouTube, make sure you do, because we have brilliant content for you of Sri Lanka sports. Over 5,000 hours of amazing sports content, highlights, replays, and much more on the ThePapare.com official YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe and click the bell button.
So Daraka Dikkumbra brilliantly collected, and he decides to run by himself. into contact inside the 22 meters. Chamath Fernando surely will put this in to Ashan Bandara. Ashan Bandara thumbs it down. The ball doesn't find touch. Vakish Veerasinghe. Numbers are forming on the outside, but he decides to go by himself. Was a touch isolated. Finally, support arrives in the likes of Risit Silva. He doesn't make much yardage. Ball available for Danushka Primesh. Finally gives it out to Nalin Kumara, who puts in a long pass and tries to go by himself. Is Sujan Kodituakku. Primesh yet again sending it out to Danushka Idrisurya. Primesh to Lahuru Pavitra. Good defense from Upul Abhiratna, holding his man on his tracks. Here's Mohan. Primesh sending the ball out wide. Here's a gap opening up for Police. Lovely work, but doesn't manage to collect it cleanly. That was Sujan Kodituakku who knocked the ball on, and it looks like Vihanga Pivituru is down with an injury.
Looks to be quite a blow. Lahiru, in fact, was Pivituru, Vihanga Pivituru, who took in a big collision, knocked the ball on. But talking about the game so far, although Police Sports Club had the upper hand, but looks like tables are turning and Army Sports Club slowly but surely creeping into this game, raising their hand and getting the better of Police so far. Even in their body language, they look like they're in here for a fight, to not give up, especially because Police Sports Club do not have the likes of their key players, Hiroshan Silva, Udara Surya, Peruma, all these key components for Police victories in this Dialog Rugby League.
And what a game it has been so far. We've seen everything. We've seen intercepts, kick and chasers. Here's Sachin Gamage, Chamath Fernando rather. Here's Tomose running through the middle. Takes 3 men to bring him down. Finally does so. Chamath Fernando. Ashan Bandara puts the chip. Collected by Danush Primesh. Only manages to knock it on. Here's Sudaraka Dikkumburu. Advantage. Knock-on advantage played in favor of Police. The ball was out. There was no one in the ruck. So position in favor of Police. But the referee calls it for the initial infringement of the knock-on.
Yeah, I think he was assisted there by the AR. But good awareness by Sujan Kodituakku. He quickly came in from the offside and from the blind side and picked the ball up. And we're facing quite a technical difficulty here. Really apologize for any inconvenience caused. We might go for a short commercial. We might go for a short break due to the technical difficulty, so please bear with us.
And
there's a power cut here at Welisara, so there's not much that could be done.
And the scrum off being set. Chamath Fernando with the feed in. Chamath Fernando to Ashan Bandara. Inside pass, but equally well defended by Vakish Veerasinghe. Here's Upul Abhiratna sending it out to his big lock forwards. To Kauzo, who wasn't actually there for him. Danushka Talwata still on his feet. Finally brought down. Kauso does the clean-up work. To Bandara. Upul Adveratna holds it by mere inches. Numbers on the outside. Ashan Bandara. Good tackle on him by Sajid Silva. Still manages to get the ball out by Talwat on the open side. He has Army forming some good faces together. Chamat Fernando, numbers on the outside. Not a really good pass. But here's Sachin Gamage. Send it out to the touchline. Had Sudaraka Kumara collected it, that would have been
a try for all money, Kavind.
Definitely. He only had to beat one defender.
And fortunately for us, the power is back on.
So there won't be any technical difficulties. And now I think Emozi Vanivosa has been reinstated. So police finally
back to full strength. But his absence has cost them 14 points, Kavind.
Here's the replay. Sachin Gamage should have given the ball out wide. Just a mere second late. Lahiru Pavitra with the throw in. Mohan Vimalaratna collects it cleanly. Forming the rolling maul is police. Danushka Primesh gives it out to Mohan Vimalaratna. Nalin Kumar puts the ball into touch, and that will be a cardinal error. Right back into the 22 meters. The ball was taken into the 22 meters and kicked out on the full.
So this is the pressure telling on Police Sports Club, Kavind. They're not used to being under pressure. They're the ones used to put pressure on other teams. However, today with Army Sports Club coming back with some brilliant tries, Police look to be little on the pedal.
Finally, the forwards of Army are getting a couple of phases together. They are swinging up a couple of passes, and taken shot wasn't 5 meters. So a penalty given in favor of Police. Nalin Kumar surely will put this into touch. So another opportunity given away by Army. These are the opportunities. Nalin Kumar doesn't put the ball out in touch. Here Sachin Gamage trying to go by himself, puts the ball to boot. Kasun Suranga right under it. Here's Police. This is where Police is really dangerous. Kasun Suranga through the middle. Mosi Vanivosa gives it out to his forward Lahiru Pivuduru. Collects it. Danushka Primesh. Numbers on the outside. Here's Vanivosa running around to Lahiru Pavitra. He wasn't expecting that pass. Danushka Primesh to Adish Handun Padirana. He's been tackled well. Here's the Vanivosa again. A good tackle coming in, but Uday Sanjula. The ball has been knocked on. A good tackle on Sachin Silva. He was hammered there.
Tomasi, the Fijian, just showing all his power and brutal strength on Sajid Silva, the 21-year-old. He was just marked and caught up in heavy traffic, and you can tell from it was a clear mismatch. Sajid Silva, not even in a parallel universe could he have got away from Tomasi. Boom, that hit.
He landed on the shoulder as well.
Textbook tackle, Kavind. Brilliant stuff there by Tomasi. I just hope Sajid Silva is okay, because he plays a really crucial part in this police back line.
And if Sachit Silva is taken off by any chance, police will be really in trouble. They are playing without some key players, Udar Surya, Perumu, Hiroshan Silva, Janit Chanaka. So many good players being rested for this game.
The last year when Janit Chanaka played here against Army Sports Club, scored a hat-trick in that plate final. So nevertheless, Army looking real good, the body language and also through their playing pattern. But police looking to be under pressure. So they'll have a lot to catch up to now. Make sure you have and download Sri Lanka's largest video collection hub, the Dialog View app. You can get it on Google Play and also the Apple Store. You can watch games with no data charges. So how good is that? You don't find much of these apps, but Dialog is providing you with Dialog View for your convenience. So make sure you download that as well.
And luckily for police, Sachit Silva is up. But I don't think he'll feel good for about 5 minutes. Chamath Fernando with the feed in for Army. Karunaratne, make sure Army gets clean ball. Here's a Kauzo. Lovely ball to Danushka Talwata, who goes through the middle. Taken into contact finally. Upulade Ratna hammered there by Mohan Vipularatne. Two experienced campaigners, numbers on the outside. Sudarga Dikkumbura. Here's Sachin Gamage. This time gives it out to Dikkumbura. Wasn't think advantage is being played in favor of Army, courtesy of that high tackle. Think that will be a yellow card coming as well after the consultation of the AR.
But that was Imosi Vunivosa again. I just hope he's not in big trouble.
Vunivosa being told just a penalty.
I think that's the right call, Kavin, because he committed to that tackle, and I think with the nipple line being the margin, I think he just went right there. So a penalty is a good call.
Army puts the ball into touch, doesn't make much meters. Here you go the replay. Sachin Gamage gives it out to Sudarga Dikkumbura. That wasn't high.
That is totally fine, Kavin. I don't think a penalty would have been necessary at that for that tackle.
He was right under the shoulder. No card was necessary. Aravind Karunaratne with the throw in. Karunaratne takes it quickly. The police physio asked to return to his bench. Aravind Karunaratne. Up goes Nalaka Maduranga, Ashan Bandara to his prop forward Nalaka Maduranga. Here's Chamath Fernando, gives it out to Pulabe Ratna, who has been tackled really well by Lahirupai Rasit Silva. Here's Army building up phases as they did earlier. Goes to the blind side. I don't think that was the right call, but possession has been kept. Ubul Aberatna, yet again a good tackle coming in from Adi Shahdum Padirana. penalty awarded. And the time has been off.
Referee having a word.
Think it's a blood injury. Yellow card to Lahiru Pavitra. We can see penalty for Army. Opportunity given. I think Lahiru Pavitra had no say in it.
The last time Police were a man down, Army scored 14 points coming, so there's no saying that they can't do that again.
And this time it is a prop forward. Here's the replay on it was blocking the player. It was Sudhara Gadikumbra. They say he bumps into Rasit Lahiru Pavitra, who was not even looking at Sudhara Gadikumbra. Aravind Karunaratna with the throw in. Mind you, Lahiru Pavitra has been sent to the sin bin. Ball being lost by Army. Opportunity for Police to work it through. Sujan Kodituakku, a good tackle coming in. The ball has been knocked forward by Army, so it will be a scrum in favor of Police Sports Club. They'll take as much as time as they could out of the scrum. Just eat up the rest of the first half.
8 minutes to go on our clock. Police Sports Club not in a good position so far, but with that flying start they had coming, I thought they'd go in for a big score, but tables turned when Army Sports Club came back shooting with 2 back-to-back tries.
And the first 20 minutes had everything there. It had kicks and chases, intercepts, beautiful stepping. And here's Primesh to Nalin Kumara, who puts the ball to boot, and he finally puts it right just inside the 22 meters. And it will be Aravinda Karunaratna with the throw in.
Still not a good kick from Nalin Kumara. His team still in danger, not out of trouble. Could have done a bit better with that kick, Kavint.
And after that first 20 minutes, what Army has been doing really well is that they've been rushing up in defense to the centers. So Sachit Silva has hardly had any ball. He has Tusita Senanayaka to Kawozo. Through goes the Fijian, pumping his leg, and that will be the third try coming in for Tomosi Kawozo. Lovely inside ball from Tusita Senanayaka, and Kawozo went through the middle. A little friendly chat going on. Tomosi Kawozo with the try, and what happened afterwards?
Try.
Pull Abhiratna and Adisha Andun Padirana. Vagisha Virasingha rather.
This was that try. Tomasi, he had about 6 people hanging on to him, but didn't matter for the big man. Just had one objective in his mind, to score. I think that's exactly what he did. Ended up under the post, scoring the 3rd try for Army Sports Club, putting them in the lead.
Ashan Bandaru with the conversion. Puts it through. That'll be 21 points to 14. Army coming from behind, and finally they've taken the lead.
They're using the Fijian as much as possible, Kavin, and I think that's the right thing to do. Brilliant work by Army Sports Club. And Tomasi, of course, doing what he's here for.
He's
scoring tries and dismantling opposition defense lines. He's a big man, Kavin.
Nalin Kumara with a high hanging kick collected by Sudaraka Dikumbra, who puts the chip in. This time collected by Rasit Silva. Good stuff from the prop forward. Possession in favor of Police, but an equally well tackle from Upul Aberatna. Danushka Primesh sends the ball out wide to Nalin Kumara. Here's Sujan Kodituaku. Takes the ball into contact. Vihaka Viruturada. Ball still available with Police. Danushka Privesh to Rasit Silva. Sending it out to his wing 3-quarter. Here's Nalin Kumara to Anivosa. Danushka Primesh. Police seems to be going backwards with the...
But they have an advantage coming. Now Primesh Danushka to Vihanga. Now Vagisha on the corner. Steps back inside. Good tackle on him, but offloads to Pivituru once again. Still with possession. The Cops trying to move forward.
Danushka Primesh with yes, Sajid Silva with a drop goal attempt. And referee will come back to that penalty infringement for offside. Good possession for Police, but although they couldn't gain much meters, Nalin Kumara will surely put this into touch. Up to go for that line out.
The soldiers, of course, taking their own time. Police have to show more sense of urgency, Kavin. But I think they're saving themselves for the second half. Vihanga on the inside. Vihanga, the fortunate receiver, had to beat Tomasi. He did beautifully so. Put in the big fend and went under the post. So it's deadlock, a stalemate here in the first half. 21 points all. 3 converted tries. It's all happening here at Welisara, Kavin.
And Police, credit should be given to them. They went on to a flyer, 14 points to nil. And then Army hit back courtesy of Emozi Woniwuza, given a yellow card. And then it was the Army who went on to the lead. 21 points to 21. And we'll take a look at the first half highlights. It was Sachit Silva who started the scoring for the Cops. Army were right under the pump. This was a good ball to Sujan Kodituaku and Imozivani. It was Danushka Primesh who sent the ball out wide to Kasun Suranga, and Sachit Silva, all he had to do was sprint to the corner. He was over for that first try, and the second try was a beautiful intercept from Sachit Silva. It was the pass from Ashan Bandara and he put the good step for Sachin Gamage, and Sachin Silva was over, rounded him off and scored right under the posts. Nalin Kumar had no problem with the conversion as well. And then the floodgates opened. Emosi Manibosa was yellow carded, and Army hit back through Danushka Talwat, who barged through his way, fended off a couple and took Mohan Vimalaratna. This was a good collection and a boot from Tusita Senanayaka, creating a couple of tries as well. Tomosi Kauzo is already scored 2. This was the first try for Tomosi Kauzo, the second of Army, and this was Kauzo doing what he does best, evading 3, 4, 5 defenders and barging over with a couple on his shoulder as well. This was when Lahiru Pavitra was sent on to the bin, and this was a brilliant work. Sujan Kodituako given to Vihanga Pedro, and Pedro Kauzo couldn't catch him right under the post, just on the brink of half time with a man down as well for Police. And that was how the first half ended, 21 points to 21. And we will now go for a short commercial break, and when we do come back we will have the second half action.
වෙඩින් එකට තාම හොටෙල් එකවත් බුක් කරලා නැහැනේ.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම් සුදු.
අලු සීට් එකක් දැම්ම නම් නරකයි.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම්. දෙකින් දෙන්නම්. දෙකින් දෙන්නම්. දෙකින් දෙන්නම්.
දෙකෙන් දෙන්න නම් දෙකෙන් ගන්න ඕනේ. Whatever the need, a Ceylon personal loan will be ready for you in just 2 days.
Ceylon personal loan? කිව්වා වගේම වැඩ.
Ceylon Bank, the bank with a heart.
අලු සීට් එකක් දැම්ම නම් නරකයි.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම්.
සර්, සර්ගේ පේමන්ට් එක සෙටල් කරන්න තියෙනවා.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම්. දෙකින් දෙන්නම්. දෙකින් දෙන්නම්. දෙකින් දෙන්නම්.
දෙකෙන් දෙන්න නම් දෙකෙන් ගන්න ඕනේ. Whatever the need, a Ceylon personal loan will be ready for you in just 2 days.
Ceylon personal loan? කිව්වා වගේම වැඩ.
Ceylon Bank, the bank with a heart.
2020 action at 7. Buckle up, because this ride is going to get a lot rougher. With the meanest action comes the biggest blockbusters.
World ain't saving itself.
Get set to witness the first-time champions, 7-time champion, and the 23-time Grand Slam champion. Witness all the sets and a few setbacks. Witness this and witness that, and definitely not that. Witness the one in this generation and the ones in the next. Witness the crowd pleases, the crowd teases, the drop shots, hot shots, and the big shots. Witness the Australian Open and witness the greatness unfold. Only on Sony 10.2 and Sony 6.
Flicks for All, now in your language. Your favorite movies now come in your preferred language. Now you have the option to choose between English, Hindi, Tamil and Telugu.
Man, badriya.
ताड़ोपिड़ तेलुगु क्या बात कर रही हो?
Discipline is a skill one must master.
Your focus needs more focus.
And with it takes a master to train the Karate Kid. Late night flicks. When the sun goes down,
Don't understand.
the stars awaken to take you on thrill-seeking journeys. Flick's first Indian television premieres. The quest to save a life is never a simple one.
Lock it down. No one in, no one out.
Watch heroes take the wheel in Marine 6 Close Quarters. Premiering only on Flix.
You left without saying goodbye. We're practically family. You think you could just take what's mine? And I wouldn't come a hunting.
Bad Times at the El Royale, 19th January, Sunday, 1 p.m. and 9 p.m. on Star Movies' first time on television.
Welcome to God of War.
I want to show you some quality gameplay.
You have one chance to beat it. What? It's intense, man. It's had a rough day.
Wow, we're in the middle of the map.
Mission successful.
Carter's coming back this year. This is obviously a fight that is very important to him.
We will all witness a piece of UFC history. The King is back.
This is the perfect fight for Conor to come back for.
I'm the best of the best, and this is my space, and I make no apologies. I don't follow the leader. It's the leaders, they follow me. I'm a boss.
McGregor versus Cerrone, live and exclusive on Sony 10-2 and Sony 10-3. UFC as real as it gets.
We need to have a talk.
Young Sheldon returns January 10th on Warner TV.
This is my favorite part. Suit up.
Arrow returns in Crisis on Infinite Earths, January 15th on Warner TV.
Leaving so soon?
Supergirl returns January 20th on Warner TV.
Here's where the fun begins.
The Flash returns February 5th.
I'll see you when you get back.
On Warner TV.
ක්‍රීඩාව සම්බන්ධ කතන්දර දැනගෙන හිටියට විතරක් මදි. ඒවා ලෝකෙටම ඇහෙන්න කියන්න පුළුවන් ක්‍රමයක් ගැනයි මේ කියන්නේ. නිකම්ම නෙමෙයි, මුදල් උපයන්නත් පුළුවන්. ක්‍රීඩාව ගැන රසකතා දන්නවා නම් ඒවා නිර්මාණශීලීව රූප මාධ්‍යයෙන් ඉදිරිපත් කරන්න පුළුවන් නම් කතා කරන්න අපට 0777 822 777 නැත්නම් ඊමේල් කරන්න careers@thepapare.com. ThePapare.com ක්‍රීඩාවට හදවතින්ම.
Welcome back to the live action. You're on Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, ThePapare.com. As the army band marches off, we're all set for a thrilling second half, the final half, to see what separates these two teams. It's a deadlock here at Welisara. The first half ended in 3 converted tries scored by both teams, 21 all, but with Police Sports Club a man down, so that's going to be crucial because the Army have that numerical advantage. And joining me in commentary, Kavint Rajapaksa. It was a good first half, wasn't it, Kavint?
It was really a very good half. We've seen everything. Some brilliant broken plays, intercepts, kick and chases. All what we expected. And Ashan Bandara puts the ball to boot. Nalin Kumara collected cleanly. Doesn't find touch. Here's Sachin Gamage. Puts the ball to boot again. Lovely touch find. Kasan Suranga bundled into touch. So it will be an army throw in. Good pressure from Army.
Brilliant start for the Soldiers. Kasun Suranga under a lot of pressure. For a second I thought he should have just let the ball find itself to touch, but he had to hold on to it. He thought he could spark something up, but nevertheless Army now in a promising position early on in the second half. If they could score from here, Police will have a long way to go.
And what a good touch find from Sachin Gamage. He knew where the space was. Kasan Suranga was way on the left. There's plenty of gaps opening. Here's the rolling ball formed by Army. Going through the middle. Meters away from the try line. Finally sacked up. Possession with Army yet again. Dinesh, Primesh, Danushka.
Looks like they've stolen
the ball. And Nalin Kumara only manages to put the ball out on a similar position where the first line out was taken.
So now another opportunity for Army Sports Club. It was a poor kick by Nalin Kumara. I think what Police should have done was they should have used their forwards, kept the ball in close quarters, formed that wall which we call, and then taken their time, gone to a better position and kicked themselves out of trouble. But nevertheless,
Army yet again. This time it has been sacked. Aravinda Karunaratne now with possession. Surely Army going through the fringes, and advantage being played in favor of Army. Here's ball out wide. Tutu Sitasena Naga, who cuts back in and goes ever so close to the try line is Army. Advantage still being played for the Soldiers. Going through the phases, picks and drop. Finally the ball has been knocked down, but the referee will bring back play to where the penalty was given. Sudaraka Dikkumbura wanted to take the ball quickly, but
Police have to be mindful that they are man down, and they have to be more disciplined, as Army Sports Club now opt to take a scrum. Not a bad decision. They have that advantage of an extra man. Oh, in fact, Police is back to full strength. Pardon me.
Lahir Pavitra has found his way back in. There was a couple of minutes of extra time played as well. Courtesy of that, Pavitra finds his way back.
Nothing separating these two teams coming so far.
Chamat Fernando to Tomosikozo. Here's Ashan Bandara, numbers forming on the outside. Sudaraka Dikkumbura collects and goes over the corner. Beautiful work from Army. Tomosikozo took in two defenders, sent the ball out wide, and Sudaraka Dikkumbura, it wasn't an easy pass to collect, but when he did, he only had Kasun Suranga to break. Went over the corner. Sudaraka Dikkumbura gets on the score sheet. Ashan Bandara will take the conversion. Army But then again, Dikumbura, having played all these years, had the composure to collect and dive over. Ashan Bandara with the conversion is measuring his kick up. Takes a couple of kicks, sways away. So it will be 26 points to 21. Army yet again back on the lead.
Not many people, or I don't think anybody could stop Sudhara Dikumbura from that position, Kavin. So you can't blame it on Kasum Suranga, but the entire police defense line. But brilliant execution from Army Sports Club from doing that initial movement from the scrum, acting as the first receiver and putting in the loop. And then Sachin Gamange joining in to send Sudhara Dikumbura over the line. Brilliant finisher. He is Sri Lanka servant's cap. So nevertheless, Army Sports Club 26 points in the lead, with Police Sports Club trailing with 5 points behind. Still a lot to play for.
And a good up and under Vagesh Veerasinghe to Kasan Suranga. Kasan Suranga will definitely run this. Emoji Vanivosa measuring his running angles. Ball has been turned over. Army, beautiful work, and with that last try, Army have secured the bonus point for the 4 tries. 26 points to 21. Emoji Vanivosa looks like he's down with an injury as well. And as we previously said, police bench isn't as strengthened as it was earlier before in the previous games.
Yeah, definitely. Police Sports Club gonna take a big toll on them if Vunivosa is unable to continue. They don't have their key men, Eroshan Silva. They don't have Udara Surya Peruma. They don't have the likes of the usual starters, Jani Chanaka, Jani Chandimal. So a lot of players missing in this police outfit, but they're still managing to put on a good show. And another injury on the other side of the park. A soldier down.
I think it's Chamath Fernando, the scrum half, by the looks of it.
Looks to be quite serious. The stretcher is on the field. Just curious to find out who the player is.
By the looks of it, it looks like the scrum half.
Chamath Fernando, our last week's player of the match. I don't.
It's the number 25, Chamath Fernando.
Yes, it is Chamath Fernando, but he's back on his feet.
He gets back gingerly onto his.
And referee shows him the blue card, so he's off. Will have to be substituted. But in the meantime, you can catch the cricket action, the Singha Under 19 Division 1 cricket tournament. You can catch it live every week on ThePapare.com. The cricketers, the young lions who will make it to the street, who will someday make it to Sri Lanka, will be playing there. And also on another note, the Under 19 ICC Cricket World Cup starts today. So we wish the young Cubs all the very best for that tournament as well.
In a difficult pool with India and New Zealand. And
coming back to this game, Manjula Veerasinghe makes his way as the substitute scrum half, and he is first put in the game.
Army secures position. Veerasinghe to Ashan Bandara. Tomosi puts the ball to boot. There's no one at the back. Kasun Suranga backpedaling. Finally decides to run by himself. Goes through a couple of defenders. Finally taken down just outside the 22 meters. Penalty Penalty awarded.
bench එකට message එක දෙන්න. හරි. bench එකට message එක දෙන්න ඉස්සෙල් කියලා කියන්නේ. bench එකට message එක දීලා. bench එකට message එක දීලා. ගිහලා කියලා.
Referee just wants skipper Asit Silva to tell his bench to calm down.
Next.
Kasan Suranga seems to be down as
යට
well.
foul play එකක් තියනවද? නෑ. හරි නැගිටින්. Tackle not release.
Tackler not releasing is the call by referee Priyanka Gunaratna. Penalty awarded to police. Sajid Silva will put this into touch.
ඉස්සරහට එන්න බා. ඉස්සරහට එන්න බා. උදරන.
Nalin Kumar sacked from the touch finding duties, and
What
Sajid
a
Silva.
wonderful kick, Kavin. Sajid Silva with his first touch finder does a tremendous job from a difficult angle, puts his team into the opposition half.
Police trailing this game after leading 14 points to nil. A lot of youngsters playing for this police outfit today. Lahiru Pavitra with the throw in.
Their team that's used to be in front at all times, but today things have turned for Police Sports Club. They're trailing with 5 points as the forwards form that rolling maul, and now Mohammeddin at the back collects it. They have to keep moving forward. Nicely done, Primesh Danushka instructing Mohammeddin with what has to be done. The transitions are being made wonderfully, and finally it's brought down. Still possession with the Cops.
Here's Nalin Kumar, lovely cutout pass to Munivoza, sending Kasan Suranga into space. Lovely inside ball to Sujan Kodituaku.
Hands up!
Army defending. Here's Nalin Kumar yet again to Rasid Silva. Mohammeddin taken into contact. Lahiru Pevaduru taking the ball into contact, doesn't gain much meters. The forwards trying to go through, gain some meters through some pick and drives. Here's Nalin Kumara to Waniwoza. Lovely pass to Kasan Suranga, and finally being bundled into touch. A good tackle by Army.
But Police, they want the referee to recheck for an elbow. And the referee stops the clock.
Shoulder
charge is the call.
And,
Shoulder charge. Shoulder charge.
Replacement scrum out.
Manjula Veera Singh goes as he came.
Just a couple of feed-ins, and he goes to the sin bin, and for the first time in the game, Police are playing with an extra man advantage, and Sajid Silva puts the ball to boot. Another lovely touch finder right in the inside the 22 meters, just
on the 5 meter line. Kavin, let's take another look at that shoulder charge.
Thought there was a touch forward as well. There you go, that's the shoulder charge.
Yeah, you can't do that.
He was on the receiving end as well. Here's Lahiru Pavitra. Surely they will go for that second pot. Here's Police forming that rolling ball. Adish Andum Padirana secures possession. Wagisha Veerasinghe going through that blind side. Possession with Police. Dinesh. Here's Lahiru Pavitra. Police still with possession. Going through some good phases is Police. Advantage being played, and that will be the try being scored.
Ediri Surya there. Number 3.
Danushka Edrisiriya scoring the try. Advantage was being played. Good stuff from the youngsters Adish Andumpadhiran and Mohammeddin. Good assisting play, and Edrisuriya went in over the try line, and Sajid Silva has a big job to do.
Definitely. Like you said, the youngsters latching on to the senior men, pushing them, pumping them through those gaps. Just another typical example of what can be done with the police forwards. Sajid Silva has the opportunity to put his team in the lead with this conversion.
And with that try, police have secured a bonus point as well, the 4-try bonus point.
They've literally scored and won bonus points in almost every game, Kavin, so that tells you a lot about this police team.
And the kick to take the lead doesn't find the distance, had the accuracy but not the distance from Sajid Silva.
I don't think he connected to that ball from the tee at all, Kavin.
Yes.
Sajid Silva just totally made a blunder from that conversion attempt. So once again, we're all deadlocked here at Welisara. Army Sports Club 26, Police Sports Club 26, and this is that try once again. Danushka Disure, he saw the gap, he saw the opportunity.
And the advantage was being played anyways in favor of police. Eduru Suriya, there you go, that was the advantage. Mupula Beratna off his track. Courtesy, police scoring a well-deserved try. And Ashan Bandara to restart things. We'll need a good restart. Everything locked at 26. Nalin Kumara collected cleanly, doesn't kick it out this time. Decides to put the ball, send the ball out to Vunivosa.
Vunivosa hammered there by his Fijian.
Tomosi. Here's Tomosi yet again. A good tackle on the prop forward.
The work rate on him is just tremendous, Kavin. No one in the park has that work rate today.
Here's Vunivosa yet again, sending out to Kasun Suranga and Kodituaku. Been bundled into touch. So Army with possession, with the line out through. This is how they scored their first try of the second half as well. Form the rolling ball just on the 22-meter mark.
But now, mind you, coming there man less, so that'll play a crucial part in their set pieces. And it's the scrum half who's out, yeah. So that'll take a big toll on the team.
Aravinda Karunaratna with the throw in. The referee not happy with the line. Wasn't 10 meters. Sudharaka Dikkumbra forming in this corner. Army, however, falling a beautiful rolling ball. Good stuff from Danushka Primesh. Manages to turn the ball over. Beautiful from the nippy scrum half. Here's numbers on the outside. Here's Kasun Suranga puts the ball to boot. Sudharaka Dikkumbra in pursuit. Sachin Gamage puts up and under. Kasun Suranga collects it cleanly. Puts the ball to boot again, and the knee.
Wait.
Sudharaka Dikkumbra's knee made contact with Kasun Suranga's head directly.
We can take another look at that. The referee is having a word.
Don't think that was intentional from
number 21. Market Mali. Ball at then. Okay. Red tackle.
Late tackle, another yellow card. Sachin Gamage goes scrum half and the fullback, both sin binned, both sent to the naughty chair.
Time out.
Huge advantage for police. Sajid Silva will put this into touch. They're playing against 13 men, 13 soldiers. The game is deadlocked at 26 all. 24 minutes to be played.
Golden opportunity for Police Sports Club to take the lead yet again in this game.
1 meter.
This was that infringement. Kasun Suranga tackled it late there. Yes, that was a definite yellow card.
Was a late tackle and
that too high as well with the player in the air.
Sudhakar Dikkumura's knee made contact as well, even though that wasn't intentional. Here's the ball being overthrown. Army Ashan Bandara sprints through the middle. Playing with 13 men. Ashan Bandara finally manages to break through a couple of defenders. Tomosi takes 5 men to bring him down. Sudhakar Dikkumura acting as the scrum half. Topula Beratna. Finally, Army has knocked the ball on. Here's Wagisha. A beautiful tackle on him. Dinesh puts the ball to boot. Sudhakar Dikkumura collects it cleanly. Referee will bring back play to either knock or knock out.
Blue number 1 off. Blue number 1.
And Lahiru Pavitra
Blue number
has
1
been
off.
substituted. And in comes Ajmal Paumi.
Blue ball.
Hashan Fernando, rather the substitute brought forward.
Hurry up.
Former Vidyartha player. So scrum in favour of Police Sports Club. Primesh Danushka did a lot of hard work in the first half. We'll have to continue with the same momentum.
Crouch. Fine.
Danushka Primesh
set
with the feed in.
He has no pressure, Kavind.
Here's a ball out wide, not a very good pass. Numbers on the outside. Here's Kasun Suranga going through, brings it inside the 22 meters of the opposition. Primesh has Mohan Vimalaratna. Here's the substitute.
Hands up! Hands up! Hands up, yellow!
Penalty advantage. Not in favor. Here's Vunivosa puts the chip in, and Vihanga Peveduru will score the try. Touches down. Lucky, really lucky for Vihanga Peveduru.
But the referee wants to have a word with his touch judge.
Time off.
As he stops the clock.
Army player ke billard pani wala? Police player foul play. Number ke dekkene. Okay.
Looks
Blue
like
ekata
the
penalty
penalty
yellow ekata penalty
will
ekata.
be reversed.
Okay.
And
Not try. Foul play. Dangerous play. Dangerous play. Penalty.
Penalty will be given to Army
Yeah,
for
penalty.
dangerous play.
Wait. Foul play. Bellade yano. In goal leg.
Really curious to see whether the call is Kavind. I wanna see a replay of that.
Mosi goes with the touch finder. We will look at a replay after this ball finds touch. Switches direction, puts the ball securely in the 22 meters. Here's the replay.
So the foul play was that Pivituru jumped to the neck.
I think he fell on the neck. He fell Both had the right to the ball.
Definitely, both of them had the right to the ball. And I think in an attempt to score the try, he should have been given the credit because the AR stated that the try was okay, but he jumped onto the Army player's neck. And hence the try was not awarded. So, but I think credit or benefit of the doubt should have been given to the try scorer. I don't know, but anyway, police still inside the opposition territory, but with no possession.
Here's Army forming the rolling ball. They are playing with 13 men. Gives it out to Ashan Bandara, who puts a thump in boot. Sajid Silva doesn't manage to collect it. A lovely, lovely touch finder in the 40-meter mark from inside the 22 meters of their own half. Sends the player back, the defense opposition back. Good stuff from Ashan Bandara, right under pressure, and Army are making substitutions. The number 2, Aravinda Karunaratne, is being substituted off, and the number 28,
number 7,
Vinod Kumar, wearing that number 28 jersey, has found its way into the field. Rasit Silva with the throw-in. This time Mohan Vimlaratna collects it cleanly, sending it out to Vunivosa, who decides to cut back in. Takes 3 men to bring him down, and possession has been turned over.
And yet again, not supporting their own body weight. Police Army Sports Club has been continuously doing that mistake, same infringement.
Within the 2 yellow cards, police have not capitalized as of yet, like the soldiers did when police was down with yellow cards right on the 50-meter mark.
And if you have not yet subscribed to ThePapare.com's official YouTube channel, make sure you do, because we have brilliant sports content, over 5,000 hours of watch time for you. Replays, highlights, segments, shows, in-depth analysis, anything you want in Sri Lankan sports or international, you can find it on ThePapare.com. So make sure you find your way to the Papare official YouTube channel, click the subscribe button and also the bell icon.
Rasit Silva with the throw-in. Mohan Vimalaratna, Dinesh tries to go.
Release!
Good rush defense from Vinod Kumar. Takes the ball into contact is Rasit Silva. Gains a meter. Here's the numbers on the outside. We have Kudiro sending it to his opposite number, Vunivosa. Goes by himself, takes 3 men to bring him down. Not supporting the body weight yet again, but this time the ball was available. Here's Mohammad Dean. Lovely pass to Hashan Fernando.
Offside.
Dinesh. Advantage being played for offside.
Play advantage.
Police still with possession. Rasit Silva.
Hands up. Yellow.
Doing the cleaning business. Here's a lovely pass. Here's numbers on the outside. Sujan Kodiduakko is still bumping his legs. Just on the 22-meter mark. And advantage being played for not releasing.
The tackler had to release. Referee clearly was stating.
Play advantage.
There was a cardinal error there by the number 17. The tight head prop Shehan Silva. Really unnecessary.
Number 70, wait here.
Especially because he pulled Vunivosa from his legs and tried to horizontally smash him to the ground without going 10 meters back. But because he was not dangerous, I think the referee lets it go. But I think with the calls he's made today, that should have been a yellow, Kavin.
Surely Army couldn't have offered another yellow. Sajid Silva will put this into touch, and Rasit Silva with his forward pack will try to pinch another try.
But this was a similar position where they came in last time as well, Kavin, but Rasid Silva couldn't raise his hand up and put in a good line out. This was that infringement. That should have been a card. Definitely should have been a card, Kavin, I tell you.
Doesn't help. The throw wasn't straight. So scrum in favor of Army.
Nothing going police way.
Getting out of jail yet again. Playing with 13 men. Just a reminder, 2 yellow cards to Army. Shoulder charge. And another silly infringement, earning those 2 yellow cards for Army.
Crouch!
I think Manjula is back. Set. So there's only one man down now. Army Sports Club.
Good pressure from
Roll away!
Army.
Back, Blue.
Stop.
Get back, Blue.
They'll surely need to clear this out. Ashan Bandara, very capable of that. Puts the ball to boot. Finds touch just outside the 22 meters.
Brilliant kick, Kavin, under pressure. But still not out of danger, his team. Rasid Silva has to be consistent. He can't afford to make another mistake.
And
He's already cost his team 2 tries.
Both yellow cards being reinstated.
Back to full strength, the soldiers.
26 all. 14 minutes to go. This is turning out to be a brilliant game, just like last time. And the ball has been won by Vinod Kumar.
So once again, Rasid Silva making a fumble. I think he's not doing justice to his team and the back's hard work.
Here's Suranga Kasun. Lets the ball bounce.
He has learned from his mistake, Kavin, earlier on in the first half. Made a clear infringement.
But surely Danushka Talwar was cutting down space. And after Lahiru Pavitra was substituted, Rasid Silva took the hooker duties on, and since then the police line out has been wobbly.
He's really been inconsistent. He has to do a better job than what he's doing. He's an experienced campaigner. He's the acting skipper in the absence of Haris Chandra and Roshan Silva. So I think he has to raise his hand up at least now.
And police haven't really opted to
1 minute.
include any young substitutes into that back line. As of yet, this time
What's in the gap?
Obstruction penalty in favor of police.
Wait.
Because they were
Take it quickly.
Army closing the gap.
Number 3. Close करा गया पे कैप्टन. लिफ्ट के गैप पे क्लोज कराने पा. Right.
Clearly instructed there by referee Gunaratna to not close the gap in the line out. Number 3, the culprit. That's Jayaratna. Ranjan Jayaratna. Now police has an opportunity to go into opposition half. They've opted to go for a scrum. Why not? Because they have the best back line, or maybe the second best, only behind Candy Sports Club.
Crouch!
Nalin Kumar right behind.
Set!
Vihanga Peduru. Maybe formation. To Vihanga Peduru. Nalin Kumar coming through that. And wasn't released, so another penalty. Ball has kicked off.
Coming from the side is the infringement. But the soldier, the Army player, not happy. He's showing his frustration. And Vunivosa, yet again, he's down. He's had a really hard game today. A lot of tackles on him. Gang tackles.
Play on.
A good one-on-one
Ball
matchup
again.
between Tomosi
Ball
and
in.
Vunivosa. Puts the ball
Ball in.
high up into the crowd.
Brilliant kick by Sajid Silva, and I think they will need Vunivosa to stand up, Kavin.
Wait.
Surely. I think they'll include the
Center mark.
No, but Vunivosa has to stand up, although he has taken a big shot in his knee. Still down as referee stops the clock now with just over 10 minutes, just a little over 10 minutes to go.
Doctor, another. Doctor. Hurry.
No one of the back line from Police being substituted as of yet.
They've been doing a good job so far, Kavin, so I don't think Coach Asank Rodrigo had to make any changes. Now, in the meantime, if you want to take an in-depth look at the Dialog Rugby League or any league, past leagues, archives, schools rugby leagues, Asia Rugby, anything, you name it, you'll find it here with the facts and the figures on stats.thepapare.com. So make your way there as well if you want, if you're one of those number geeks with who needs the stats and the figures. So stats.thepapare.com is made just for you.
Okay, Doctor. Right up. Up.
Concerned looks from the back line of Police. Kasun
and
Sajid Silva.
Tape karan idiot gun.
Very attentive as to
hurry up. Out.
An important cog in that.
Out.
Actually, he has been the playmaker, although he has played at number 12.
Up.
Played at number 12. He's been an important cog in that Police wheel. So it will be important that Vunivosa makes something out of nothing and show Police.
Rashid Silva with another opportunity, goes quick to the safe option, finally gets it right.
Securing things at the back. He has been good with the line outs as Mohamed Dean, and still going is Dean, finally taken down. Possession with Police. Adisha Adun Padirana is in a good game as well, starting, and Rashid Silva doing the cleaning up DDs.
Last boot.
Try scorer Idru Surya with the assist of Hadum Padirana. This time driven back by Army. Here's numbers on the outside. A lovely cut out pass to Kasun Suranga. Tomosi to Sujan Gotiduakko Sudaraka Ditkumura, and Tomosi bundles him into touch.
What a game he's having, Kavin. Tomasi, he's all over the park. Work rate is just unmatchable. With just 9 minutes to go on our clock, it's time for us to decide the Dialog View Player of the match, and I think Tomasi is right up there in the candidates.
Tomasi is to be really honest, one man who puts his hand up. And, I thought Sajid Silva did play brilliantly as well.
Blue number 6. Oh.
Really honest, he earned
Blue number 6.
yellow card.
May I hear again? Cram. Hurry up!
So it's Sujan
Kotiduakko,
who has been bundled into touch. Vinod Kumar with the throw in, knocked down by Army. Possession with Police yet again. Yes, Danushka Tunalin Kumara Vihanga Pevituru is at a couple of good runs. Atish Andum Patirana. And the ball has been turned over finally. Upulla Beratna. Nalaka Maduranga rather right over the ball. Atish Andum Patirana was isolated in midfield.
Now Ashan Bandara would want to find some good touch. The ball coming once again towards our tent. Nevertheless, Vunivosa has been taken off. So Diaz Fernando will make his way into the park.
Vinod Kumar with the throw in.
Wait. Are numbers here? Right. Okay.
Finally, we see Diaz Fernando, the former Peter Wright, captained the 2017 team. Yes, Army. Veerasinghe cut out pass to Ashan Bandara. Yes, Tomosi to Ashan Bandara yet again. Yes, numbers on the outside. Sudaraka Dikkumbra beautifully tackled. Veerasinghe to Tomosi yet again. Puts the pop pass, but it was forward. Well spotted by referee Gunaratna. A scrum in favour of Police.
So 6 minutes remaining, and Police Sports Club have possession in their side. They'll have to spark something up. But if this game does end in a stalemate, I think we saw it coming. I would say we saw it coming if this had ended up in a stalemate, because Police not playing with their best team and Army giving a really good fight.
Yes, Danushka to Nalin Kumar, who sends it out to Diaz Fernando. Masan Suranga puts the ball to boot. Sachin Gamage collects it. Decides pass it out. Numbers on the outside. Danushka Talwat, beautiful tackle on him. And possession being kept by Army. Ashan Bandara, the ball was taken back into the 22. He couldn't put it out on the touch. Kasan Suranga up and under.
Good kick by Suranga. The ball bounces just inside before it finds touch. So now Police Sports Club should counter in this line out. They should contest it. Mohan Vimalratna, really experienced campaigner. He can turn things over in favour of his team.
Coach Rajita Hettiarachchi and Henry Terence shouting out instructions from the bench.
Numbers.
They were heartbroken last time around when they faced Navy. They were leading by 13 points with just 5 minutes to go, but Navy came back to win. Yes, Vinod Kumar. Vagisha Veerasinghe. Yes, Army with another good run through the middle. Veerasinghe to Ashan Bandara, decides to go by himself. He's been tackled well. Veerasinghe, a lovely cut out pass. The ball has been knocked on by Army. Primesh to Pivituru. Lovely chip and Sujan Kodituaku. Sujan Kodituaku chases. Opportunity for Police. Is this the last opportunity Police will get? They've been playing brilliantly in patches. Rasit Silva, very important job. He has to get this line out.
1 minute.
Get on.
Send.
Really intense Kavint now. Just 3 minutes to go. Still a deadlock here at Welisara. Mohan Vimratnak this time around takes it cleanly. Now forming that rolling mall. Police Sports Club. Everything to play for in these dying embers of the game. They have an advantage coming their way too. So things going right finally for Police.
Yes, Rasid Silva being taken down.
Hands up! Hands
Advantage being played in favor of Police. Primesh looks for the blind side but doesn't find it. Here's Mohammad Deem, who has had a really good game playing at the number 8 position. Police inching ever so close. Going
back
meter by meter, inch by inch. Picking and dropping.
Hands up!
Lot of support. And Rasid Silva gains another meter.
Last boot.
Police looks like they've decided to go by the forwards as well. Gaps opening up in the middle. You can see on the left side Ashan Bandara and Pulla Beratna. There's a huge gap opening up there. If Primesh does spot it, surely he could snipe through it. But the forwards right under the posts. Primesh now looks for options, but Police
killing the ball. Penalty. Mark here.
Good opportunity, but penalty advantage being awarded to Police.
Collapsing the ball.
Not supporting the body weight.
The ball.
Collapsing the mall rather coming from that line out. So possession will go to Police Sports Club.
Advantage.
Primesh should have taken the ball out
Quickly,
quickly.
yeah.
And he would have sniped through any of that gap. Rasid Silva was the culprit. So they are opting for a scrum. Numbers will form on the left side. There you go.
This is why they were penalized. Killing the ball, says the referee. Rightfully so. But he went back for that advantage. And now the scrum in favor of Police. Might as well be the last scrum of the game.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Here's Mohammad Dean breaking from the back of the scrum. Numbers on the outside for Police. Vimalanna. Here's Asdu Ishandum Padirana. Nalin Kumar.
Hands up.
Lahiru Pavitrarada.
It was Vihanga Pivitururada. Had a good game, really good game.
Here's Rasid Silva. Danushka Pimesh wants his forwards to gain some more meters. Vakisha Veerasinghe looks like he'll be the next to go into contact. Gains a couple of meters. Here's Hashan Fernando. Brings in ever closer. And the penalty has been won over by
They should take the 3 points, Kavin. I think. In fact, the penalty is in favor of Army.
Killing the ball. Killing the ball.
But I think it's time for us to find or decide the Dialog View player of the match, Kavin. And that man with the ball there, I think he deserves a special spot.
And even though this game, if this game ends up as a draw, surely Tomozikos will deserve that man of the match.
And now they have an opportunity through a knock forward as well, Army Sports Club. But that's it, says the referee. So 26 points all. It's the draw here at Welisara. Nothing to separate these two teams. It was 14 all in the first half. And at the end of the second half, it's 26 points all. But Police Sports Club, of course, had the opportunity to win this game, but lost and gave away possession cheaply and in vain. So 26 points is how this game ends, as both teams are finished with a draw. And our Dialog View player of the match is Tomasi from Army Sports Club.
And from the get-go, Police 14 points to nil, 14 points all, 21 points all, and 26 points all. Nothing separated these two teams. It was a good game for us to witness. Everyone present here at Welisara had a mouth-watering game that they just witnessed. Police broke through the tackles first up. They went on to a 14-point lead, and then, courtesy of a yellow card, Army rather bounced back brilliantly to equal things. 14 points all, and these were the highlights of the second half. Started at 21 all. Army scoring that first try. Tomosi Kaozo, the wave man of the match, brilliantly sucking in 3 defenders and sending it out to Sudhara Gadikumbura, who dived in the corner. There was no one catching up, and Danushka Edrisuriya from close range went over with the help of Mohamed Dean and Adisha Handum Padirana. Danushka Edrisuriya scoring from close range, and that was how the game ended. 26 points all. The stats of the game: both teams scoring 4 tries, and both teams could only convert 3. Crucial misses by Sachit Silva and Ashan Bandara. They could have gone either way. And our player of the match, Tomosi Kauzo from Army, for his brilliant game, scored 2 tries and created a couple more. And upcoming fixtures: CRNFC taking on Navy Sports Club tomorrow at London Place. That will be a tense match to watch. And Havelock SC taking on Candy. That will be a beautiful match to watch. That will start off at 6:30 p.m. and that's it from the www.thepapare.com. Kavint Rajapaksha signing off.
එකට තාම හොටෙල් එකවත් බුක් කරලා නැහැනේ.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම් සුදු.
අලු සීට් එකක් දැම්ම නම් නරකයි.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම්. දෙකින් දෙන්නම්. දෙකින් දෙන්නම්. දෙකින් දෙන්නම්. දෙකින් දෙන්න නම් දෙකින් ගන්න ඕනේ. Whatever the need, Ceylon personal loan will be ready for you in just 2 days. Ceylon personal loan? කිව්වා වගේම වැඩ. Ceylon Bank, the bank with a heart.
අලු සීට් එකක් දැම්ම නම් නරකයි.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම්.
සර් සර්ගේ පේමන්ට් එක සෙටල් කරන්න තියෙනවා.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම්. දෙකින් දෙන්නම්. දෙකින් දෙන්නම්. දෙකින් දෙන්නම්. දෙකින් දෙකින් දෙන්න නම් දෙකින් ගන්න ඕනේ. Whatever the need, Ceylon personal loan will be ready for you in just 2 days. Ceylon personal loan? කිව්වා වගේම වැඩ. Ceylon Bank, the bank with a heart.
2020 action at 7. Buckle up, because this ride is going to get a lot rougher. With the meanest action comes the biggest blockbusters.
World ain't saving itself.
Get set to witness the first-time champions, 7-time champion, and the 23-time Grand Slam champion. Witness all the sets and a few setbacks. Witness this and witness that, and definitely not that. Witness the one in this generation and the ones in the next. Witness the crowd pleases, the crowd teases, the drop shots, hot shots, and the big shots. Witness the Australian Open and witness the greatness unfold. Only on Sony 10.2 and Sony 6.
Flicks for